Hi and welcome to another game video, and in today's video it's a bit of an update to a previous video. Got quite excited because there is a new Game Boy Color game out and it's free. It's a promotional game from McDonald's called Grimace's Birthday. I didn't really know too much about it, just that it's out and it's free. It's a Game Boy Color game released in 2023, so probably should have done a bit more digging before I did the previous video, but I'm going to just talk about it again today. So, like I say, it's a Game Boy Color game. It's released in 2023, and it's free, and it's from McDonald's, and it's called Grimace's Birthday, and it's a platform skating type game. All you need to do is go to grimacesbirthday.com, and you can do it on a laptop or a phone or whatever. If you do it on a phone, it's quite exciting or quite interesting. So just go to Grimace's Birthday, and you're faced with this sort of screen, and it was created from by a company called Cruel Tools. I'm assuming it's some kind of McDonald's collaboration with them. And like I said, you can download the ROM and play it on something like this or original hardware if you've got a flash card, or you can play it online. So click the little play game button, and as you can see, you get this kind of virtual Game Boy on the screen, and it just loads the ROM. Let's get some sound on that. As before, if you're playing on a device like this, you can press the A button, or if you've got it on a laptop, you press the Z button. So press the A button, and you got this little cool virtual Game Boy on-screen controls. Not my favourite method of playing games. Played Game Boy games on a tablet with the on-screen controls, and I didn't like it. So it just goes through the same. You get this intro, blah blah blah. It sets the story. Basically, Grimace is having a birthday and he can't find his friends, and he's going to go in search for them, and then he's got to, on the way, pick up milkshakes so that they've got milkshakes to drink, which is great. So there you go. Then you get to the game screen itself. It's going to be pretty difficult, but it's the same principle as before. Game Boy controls, left and right, and your A button makes you jump. And it's quite. Let's see if I can actually play some of this while I'm on screen. So it's quite a nice little game. I've got quite into it. I'm not a fan of on-screen controls, so I won't be playing it on here. But if you don't have a Game Boy and you want to play it, and I've just noticed that you can do it that way as well, although it gives you a tiny little screen, so that's pretty impractical. So I know it's a promotional thing from McDonald's and Cruel Toys. It was made in GB Studio, which is a fantastic way of making Game Boy games. It's to celebrate Grimace's birthday, so it was released on the 12th of June, which is his birthday. I don't know how old he is, 52 I think. And to mark that release, they also brought out a Grimace's birthday meal with a new shake. I think it's US only, so if you live in the UK like I do, don't get too excited. And it's some kind of purple milkshake to represent Grimace, I suppose. So it's a neat idea. Why they decided to choose a Game Boy Color game, I have no idea, but who cares? It's great. I'm just going to load it up on my DSi so you can get a bit of better picture if you haven't watched my previous video. So you can play it on a laptop, on a web browser, on a phone, but if you can download the ROM, they don't give you the ROM on that site that I just showed you, grimacesbirthday.com, but it's easily found online, and you can then play it on any kind of hardware. If you've got some sort of flash card in, or if you're running custom firmware, you could just drop it straight on your system and play this really cool game. I mean, it's cool that they've released a Game Boy Color game. It's cool that it's free, but the game is actually pretty decent. Once you get past this long intro every time. Yeah, he's gone. His mates have gone missing. He's got to go and find them, and he's got to grab a milkshake for each one of them. So there you go. That's what it looks like on, I say, real hardware. This is a DSi, but if you had a flash cart in your Game Boy Color, you could play it in there too, or any kind of emulator, play on a laptop, etc. So it's just a bit of an update to my previous video, Grimace's birthday. You could download the ROM, or you can play it on a phone or a laptop, and it's this free Game Boy Color game. It's promotional from McDonald's to promote Grimace's birthday. So it came alongside, like I said, a meal and a special shake. His birthday is the 12th of June. I think that's when this game was released. But I think the McDonald's meal is for the US only. But a bit more info about it. If you haven't watched my previous video, there's some clear game footage on there, which is great. Just go to grimacesbirthday.com and play the game. It's a great game. Whether you're into Game Boy games or not, it's a simple little platformer, skating type game. I'm really into it, and it's great that it's free. So there you go, just a bit more info for you. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.